8 nights, 8 faces of evil. Night 7. Join us on our penultimate night as we continue our most dangerous and daring, most haunted Halloween Live yet.
This is Most Haunted Live, the penultimate night of an unprecedented 8 nights of paranormal investigation. We're in quest of 8 faces of evil. So far, we have encountered the Beast, the Butcher, a blood-soaked murderer, a brutal jailer, a hanging judge, and last night, a particularly evil sorcerer. Who knows what waits in store for the team tonight, but the history of Lancashire's windswept coastline is littered with dark and deadly spectral sightings. Tonight we are casting our paranormal nets wide, hoping to haul in a particularly evil seafaring spirit. Yvette and Carl will join us in just a moment, but first, here's a taster of what might be in store for us tonight.
What? Did somebody just go, no, no. Oh, what the f***? You just touched my foot? No.
Immediately I picked up on an overriding malpresence, a very strong, a very angry man.
Yes, here they are. Make them feel welcome. They are our leaders, Yvette and Carl Beattie. After last night, I'm not surprised by that applause. What an amazing night. Not one, but 2 vigil locations, though. You must be shattered now, Yvette.
I have to say, I'm absolutely shattered. Yeah, not feeling brilliant tonight, I have to say. But I'm really excited, as always, to sort of get going on the investigation.
And how did you feel when you knew your husband was going to have 750,000 volts of electricity directed at that head?
Well, it was just the most surreal experience I think I've ever, standing there watching Carl in this sort of bizarre cage and seeing this lightning hitting him right between the eyes, and I was actually thinking of taking it home, so whenever he gets into trouble, sort of putting him in the cage.
Well, my mum actually did say it might knock some sense into me, but I don't think it'll have.
And of course, it wasn't just the Tesla experiment. You had the Faraday cage as well, and we'd had an amazing vigil earlier. I was actually, as the audience were, thinking we could have done the whole show from the Three Mariners, that amazing inn steeped in history, where Chris Conway, our medium in Cleveland, he collapsed, he blacked out.
I know, and I was really concerned about Kath as well. And what a lot of people don't realise is that when we get back to the hotel, one of the reasons why I'm so tired is that I didn't sleep at all last night, because I thought they'd followed us home. Because you get so frightened and wound up, and Kath didn't sleep last night either. She thought she was really frightened, but as it happens, there was a piece of something had come away on top of the roof of our hotel room, and that was banging away, and I'm going, well, is there anybody there?
And I don't want to freak you both out tonight, but I was looking at the weather forecast over the country. The whole of the country seems to be dry tonight, apart from a little trough over where we are in Lancashire. It is absolutely, folks, it's hammering down outside there. The rest of the country, we're being told, is pretty dry tonight.
It's amazing. I mean, but you know, the last time that happened was when we went back to Pendle Hill when the weather was so bad, and we thought, crumbs, we're not going to be able to get out of the area. And when we finished the shoot, we went away literally 2 miles away, fine. Not a wet road in sight.
Okay, now I understand that Fred Batt may have some protection for you tonight. He's our demonologist and master of the dark arts, and he's done a protective thing, a kind of bracelet with crystals and something called a hagstone gathered from the beaches, which he's happy to give you if you'd like to take it with you.
Oh yeah, love to take it with me, yeah.
I won't take it because...
How do we know you were going to say that? Well,
yeah.
Take it with you for once.
No, only purely because I don't want the protection. I want it to go as far as I possibly can.
I forgot to put my cross on. I always have my... I I have a little tiny necklace and it has some of my dad's ashes in there, and I have my grandma's gold cross, and I always say a little prayer before we do, and I forgot to put it on.
Well, it's actually fortuitous then that Fred's got these things.
I always believe that protects me.
I'm sure we can get that for you if you want it.
Yes,
though.
I would like
but
that.
We've also got Fred's bracelet as well for you, and for Kath and whoever else wants it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to talk about tonight in a moment. First, though, and we were absolutely spoiled for choice, here are just some of the amazing highlights from last night's double investigation. Here we go.
This is where the humming was coming from, and then there was a big...
Okay, let's be
That's E.
Okay, die. That's nice.
What they're actually saying is, have you killed anybody? With your witchcraft, can you make people die? They're going for a vetting car.
Can you make us die?
She's the one that's going to go tonight. Yeah, come on, let's go. As I've seen.
Table's moving. Oh! It's all right, Kath, it's all right! Can we take Kath out? Oh my God!
Who's gone down?
You okay?
I am definitely seeing things.
What's the matter?
Did you touch my hand?
No, I didn't, that was
Please tell me to touch
me. Oh! Oh!
You all right?
No, it's horrid. It's not nice. Not nice, not nice. Who's that?
Carl?
Who is that?
Matt. And Kieran.
Oh, thank... You're right, Kieran. Are we ready to go now, people? Come on, it's tough enough on these guys.
Hats off to their car for their courage. But am I right in saying that there seems to be more emotion flying around this week? We've had an awful lot of anger, particularly from Stuart. All of us at different times, even me, have felt very upset at times during the show. And last night you seemed to be almost crippled with fear in the Three Mariners at one point.
Yeah, there's something going on in that Three Mariners. I don't know what it was. There was just an abject fear, and I couldn't put my finger on it. It was almost like, you know, when you wake up with night terrors and everything around you is wrong. It was like that, but I was fully awake and fully compass. It was horrible, absolutely horrible.
Now, as ever, of course, the show is about the people watching at home, of course, and here in the audience. We're always asking people if they see or sense anything, particularly here in the Winter Gardens in Morecambe. We've had great results already. Let us know. We've also got people in the audience with questions for you too.
Oh, okay.
Let's go to them now. Can we first speak to Sarah Barford from Wednesbury in the West Midlands? Sarah, where are you? And what's your question, please, Sarah? Good evening.
How would you interpret the symbols in the flower at the Three Mariners?
Hi, Sarah.
Hiya.
That was really strange. It was sort of... at first, we were thinking it looked like a hangman's noose, and then it sort of had this sort of snaky thing going up it, which somebody said it actually looks like the sign for a pharmacy.
Or bloodletting, wasn't it?
Bloodletting, that was it. And then the strange thing was, it looked like a letter. It had going straight, and then it sort of had like a D or a P. But somebody said it was an exact copy of the picture of the handcuffs that the witches would have been handcuffed in. So
Fred Batt spotted that. He also
Yeah.
said it was a symbol that indicates passing through a portal into some either higher or lower evil presence.
Right,
It's a sign of the door, warning almost in that way that something might be lurking behind it. But you're right, it did look to everybody here like the symbol, the old doctor's symbol
it did.
from Hippocrates, you know, people swear the Hippocratic Oath. So it's a very odd symbol indeed.
It really was.
And that's the first time I've seen you do that on a live investigation.
Well,
Casting the dust or the flower down.
Yeah, I originally got the flower from the other night when we were having you know, what seemed to be fingers scratching on the bottom of the table. And we tried to put the flower on the base of the table upside down, but I think we need to wet it first. So I just thought, didn't I, there and then? I thought, well, let's put it on the top and see if we can get some patterns, and it seemed to work.
And again, you mentioned the scratching the other night. Sound has been really important this week, Carl, hasn't it?
Well, the great thing was Matt, who's been working on sound, and the great thing, because he works for us all the time, that he's been developing different ways of getting this sound out to everyone at home and in the audience here for quite some time. So, and it's great to actually get on location and to prove its worth, and it really has been fantastic. And we're going to, you know, the only thing we're going to do is get better and better with it, so we can get more people, more sounds, and more, hopefully, paranormal activity out there to people.
And a great question, Sarah. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
I've
Sarah.
forgotten all about the flower symbol, so Sarah mentioned it there. We've also got a question from Fiona Campbell from Helmshire in Lancashire. Fiona.
Hi.
Good evening.
Fiona.
Hello, darling.
Hi. My question's for Yvette. All I want to know is, with these experiments getting more and more dangerous, how does it make you feel when your friends and family are put at serious risk?
That's a brilliant question. There's part of me that is hope it, you know, I'm not involved in it. And there's the other part which is, you know, genuine concern, thinking, good God, you know, this is, what are we doing? And then when we go back to the hotel, we all sit round and we have a drink and we go, what the hell was that? What were we doing? What were we thinking? But you're on such a high, you know, it's such a, wow, you know, this is, you know, when do you get the chance to do these things?
Yeah, when do you get the chance to have 750,000 volts of electricity jetted towards your husband?
Yeah, exactly.
I think the other thing to think of it is you can't just be in a comfort zone. You've got to constantly get out of that comfort zone to try and find this strange paranormal activity that we're all looking for. And I think you have to constantly push those barriers, like we said the other day.